Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya Luisa, and today I have one of my favorite topics to talk to you about, and this topic is manifestation. And I'm going to speak to you about manifestation from the divine feminine, which is different from possibly the way that you've learned manifestation. So let me begin by sharing with you my journey in manifestation and why you might want to listen to my technique, because I'll just paint this picture for you. So this is real life. In 2019, I was single as a Pringle. I considered myself to be very unlucky in love, and I had receipts to prove it. I had my own dance studio in Brooklyn, and I used to teach belly dance, sensual stretch, salsa tropicana, yoga, all types of good stuff, and do manifestation circles in my dance studio. So my life was very filled with my career, very filled in my sacred service, but zip, zilch, nada when it came to my love life and when it came to family stuff, like creating my own family. So that's me in 2019. I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment in Bed-Stuy. 1 bedroom was for me, 1 bedroom was for Ochun. You know how I roll. Ochun always has her own bedroom in my life. And she always has her own room, like a big altar space. I love to have my own big altar space for Ochun. So that was my life, okay? 2-bedroom apartment, Bed-Stuy, single as a Pringle, working in my sacred service. It came a time when I wanted to manifest love. I was ready. I finally felt settled and ready and like open and wanting love in my life and wanting to manifest love. I wanted a true divine love, and I wanted to start my family. So from 2019 to the year 2022, I manifested meeting the love of my life, having a spiritual marriage, birthing 2 healthy babies, and buying a house on the beach. That's all within 3 years. So if that is not enough to listen to what I have to say on manifestation, I don't know what is. So I'm going to share with you today in this video exactly how I approach manifestation, what I did to manifest all of that in my life in such a small amount of time. And you might not want to manifest things fast. I'll get to why. But just know that this stuff works. So let's begin the video. Are you excited? Let's begin. So the first thing when it comes to manifesting and using your feminine energy to manifest, what I want you to remember and I want you to know is this tip number 1. And it's not in a specific sequential order. It's all of it at the same time. So sequential orders is very much in the masculine. The masculine is very much a linear stage by stage by stage by stage. When we're in the realm of the feminine, we're in more of a spiral. So I'm going to share these tips with you, and you can use them all at once. You could use one at a time, and each one is going to speak to you depending on what your level is of your consciousness, of your awakening, and what you need right now. So I want you to take what you need and take what resonates for you. Take all of it if you want to. Okay, so the first thing is I want you to remember and realize all of the things that you've already manifested in your life. So it's easy to look at me and be like, oh my God, Maya manifested this. Well, you too in your life have manifested things. Maybe it's the job that you have. At one point in your life, you wanted that job. You wanted that employment or your business. Maybe you don't want it anymore, but at one point in your life you did, and you made it happen. Where you live, That's a manifestation. At one point, before you lived there, you saw the place and you wanted it. So I want you to first, before beginning this process, recall all of the times that you have already manifested things. That helps you to build your manifestation muscle. It helps you to really believe in your own power, and that's essential to manifesting anything, is to recall the times that you have manifested before. Think of yourself now as a master manifester. Think of yourself as, I'm the creator of my life. I create my life. The good, the bad, the ugly, I'm in control. I'm in power. I'm the one creating all of this. Once you really take that, really own that energy, it helps you in your manifestations, because you realize that you're creating all of this. And if you can create the job that you have, then you can create another job if you don't want that job. If you created living in the space that you live now, you can also manifest a different space. So the power is yours. The power is in you. So that's step number one that I want you to recall. Recall all of those times. Even write them down if that helps you. Step number two, declutter. Declutter. A huge part of manifestation, up-leveling in any area of your life, is you must declutter your environment. Decluttering your environment helps you. It is like emptying your cup. So there might be things, like physical things in your space, that are weighing you down energetically. There are physical things in your space that represent the old you. And as you want to emerge, as you want to up level, as you want to, add things to your life or switch things up, you have to let go of things. It's just part of the process. So declutter your home. Go through your things, get rid of everything that's broken, get rid of everything you don't wear, get rid of all of the clutter, and let it go and release it. That helps to free up your energy. It's like a way of energetically emptying your cup, so that your cup can now be filled. If your cup is already full, there's nothing to pour into. We have to empty our cup energetically. If you need support, look at Marie Kondo. Watch Marie Kondo's her work, and that will support you. It will inspire you to declutter your space. It's essential. That is emptying your cup. It's gonna help you to up level in magical ways and very quickly. So that is step number two. Step number three is, I want you to decide what you want. Decision, decision, decision. Your decision in what you want is essential to getting it. Once you decide, just decide and claim it. If you're I know a lot of my clients are calling in love. If you're calling in love, decide. Decide. I'm calling in love. 2024, I'm calling in love. 2024 is the year of love. 2024 is the year that I meet my divine love. I want you to claim it. I want you to say it. I want you to be clear. So once you claim it and once you decide, what happens is the universe might like to dangle some carrots your way, and to really like make sure that you're very clear. So it's nothing to like harm you or trick you. It's to really establish you and ground you in your decision. So I had a client, remember I told you this before in a previous video, I had a client who was calling in love, and she wanted to get married. And before, when people call in love, in my world, we do a love list where we get very clear on the type of love that we want, so that when people come into our life, we're like very clear already with with what we're looking for, so that if somebody comes who's like off and doesn't have all of our values, we know right away that that's not the person. So she was calling in love. In her love list, she wanted marriage, she wanted monogamy, she wanted somebody that's faithful and loyal to her. And who came along? Someone that checked all the boxes except for that one box. So it was kind of like a test to see, do you really mean what you say? Because he checked a lot of boxes. It was a great package that the universe was testing her with. And so she had to really stand strong in her decision and really stand strong in her standards of what she was calling in. And she eventually, of course, said no to that person because they didn't want monogamy. And because she closed that door and was very clear and made a decision that she wanted the type of marriage she wanted, eventually another door opened and she ended up getting married to someone who checked all of her boxes. So be very clear, make a decision, and decide. It's kind of like if you want to call in having a baby this year, and then someone invites you to crop over and carnival and all of these things, and like booze cruises, stuff like that, that's not in connection to being pregnant. You have to decide and say, this is my year for pregnancy. I'm not going to be going on booze cruises. I'm going to be home nesting and pregnant. You be very clear to yourself and to the universe on what you want. Be super, super clear, and that will help you and that will support you. So this is also really important too. And now we're getting more into the feminine. So the way to manifest using your feminine energy, remember that feminine energy is the energy of the body. It is the embodiment. It is the frequency of who you are being. It is your being energy. And so it's the energy that you're really existing in the moment. What is your frequency? What are you radiating out to the world? It is very much your embodiment. So when we manifest so that is the essential part of the missing link of manifestation, is that you cannot just keep your dream, your manifestation in the mental plane into a fantasy, because the fantasy just stays in the mental plane. We have to bring it down into the body. It's the same thing. If manifestation is creation, yes? So in order to create anything, you need both the sperm and the egg, the masculine energy and the feminine energy. So the masculine energy is like the idea, it's the decision, it's the strategy. The feminine is the embodiment. It's pulling that manifestation down into the body, into the 3D plane, down into the earth, down in through the birth canal. That is the feminine. So when you want to manifest something, you have to completely embody it. Embody it. Embody the manifestation. It's already in you. And that's what brings it down into your actual reality. So we can't keep the manifestation into fantasy, into just dreaming about it. We have to pull it down into this 3D plane, onto the earth. So what does that look like? For me, for manifesting, when I wanted to manifest love, I became love in my body. I no longer, it's kind of like an identity shift. I no longer was like a single Maya. I became the embodiment of love. I pulled love into my body. I pulled the frequency of love into my body and embodied it. And then love was then attracted to me because I was a match for that frequency. So if you want to manifest love, don't think single thoughts. You're no longer single. You have to be the embodiment of the manifestation. And so you can say this to some people and they'll be like, oh, yeah. But not realizing or not really using the body as the manifestation, because there can be a disconnect, because many people are living outside of their body. Many people are not dropped into the body fully. And so when you drop into the body fully and you become the manifestation, you might start to really begin to witness that you might have some blocks. This is very key. This is very key, because what happens that I see what's happening a lot is people will be like, oh, I want to manifest love. And then they'll take some rose quartz and they'll stick it in their bra and they'll stick it in their yoni and they'll stick it all over there. That's not necessarily going to work. If you truly have some subconscious programming where you're pushing love away. If you're on a date and you're freaking out, or you're not able to be yourself, you're not able to be in your body, you have anxiety, you have all types of triggers and things that are going on, those are things that you have to work through in the 3D plane. You can't just fantasize about love and not work through your issues when it comes to love. You might have witnessed someone in your family or yourself, you might have a history of very painful relationships. And so those are things that need to be healed. As you're calling in love, I want to remind you of the Rumi quote, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. So anything that you're manifesting, understand that if it's taking a long time to manifest, if it hasn't come, it's because there's something in you that is pushing it away. And it's for your job is to find out what that is and to dissolve the block. It's so much hidden things within us. You might have a hidden fear of losing yourself in the relationship. You might have a hidden fear of rejection. You might have a hidden fear of being abandoned. You might have a hidden fear of all types of stuff. So it's for you to really work through those hidden fears, and you can change that around through inner work. You can change that around through literally changing your neural pathways. That's the inner work that I teach in my courses, because it's important to know that you do have the power to change, but it's not going to change from just the fantasy. It's going to be pulling it down and witnessing, where are my blocks? You can feel them in your body. You can feel them in your body. When you're on a date, can you relax? Or let's say you're manifesting money. When money comes, do you push it away? Or are you open and you're receiving money? Because sometimes you might have a hidden fear that a lot of money means more problems. You know that Biggie song, or that if you have a lot of money, it's not safe for you. So many things can be running around in the background, and that is the reason why your manifestation didn't come. So use your feminine energy to embody the manifestation. See, where are the blocks in my body? Where do I feel anxiety? What's coming up for me? If the love of your life is sitting across from you, how do you feel? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel worried? Do you feel calm? Do you feel excited? If $1 million is sitting across the table from you, how do you really feel? You might feel scared, because we have to expand our container. We have to expand our ability to receive. And that takes time. It takes time to soak in, but we use our feminine energy to become the embodiment. We are the egg. We are the egg. So we use that beingness to be the manifestation, to see where the blocks are and to dissolve them. Real time. Not in the fantasy, because the fantasy feels good, but it's not going to pull that manifestation down. We want to pull it down. We want to see, feel, taste, and touch the manifestation. We don't want to just think about the dream man. We want the dream man to be in our life. Okay? I was gonna go there, but I'm not gonna go there. So another thing about the feminine energy and using your feminine energy to manifest is because feminine energy is the body, because feminine energy is earth, she is life. We have to, once embody the manifestation, we have to take some aligned action. And this is where it gets juicy, because let's say you want to manifest becoming a homeowner. Well, what does that mean? We cannot just keep that in a fantasy. That means that there might be some things that you have to learn. There might be some action steps, the credit score, other things that you have to get in place. You have to, once embodying the energy of a homeowner and stepping into that energy, what does a homeowner do? How does a homeowner think? All of these things, once you use your body as the manifestation, as the one who is embodied in it, you then take aligned actions from that embodiment. So I'll give an example. When I wanted to manifest home ownership, I no longer acted like a tenant. I began to, when I cleaned my home, I blessed my home as if I'm the owner. I began to grow a garden. Tenants don't usually grow gardens. I grew a garden. Every time I plant, I bless the earth. These things, these embodiments, I embody that I own the home. And sure enough, this home is mine, okay? So you can have it. You can have anything and everything that you want, but use your body, use your feminine energy to become the manifestation. Drop into your body. That is the key. And then I want you to, take aligned steps, learn what you need to learn. So for some of us, it might be that if you want to manifest love, you might be needing to learn things about love, learn skills about relationships. If you've been single for a long time, you might want to pick up some books about relationships. So come into the manifestation. Take it out of the fantasy, take it out of just the mental plane, pull it down into already having it, getting the skill sets that you need for that embodiment. Again, if you've been single for a long time, you might want to pick up some books on how to attune to your husband, or how to be great partner, how to heal from past trauma. Whatever it is that you want to bring to your relationship, you want to bring the best to you. And trust me, when you get to the relationship, that's when the real work begins. I can do a whole other video on that, because when we meet our divine love and we come into union with our divine love, that is a call to healing, because often they will mirror our same wounds. So it's beautiful and it's deeply nourishing. And if you stick together, it is amazing. So there's really, there's preparation that you can do on your part. And then just know the real healing begins once you are together, trust me. So another thing, the last tip, is to immerse yourself with people that already have it. So when I was manifesting love, how I knew that I was close to getting to that manifestation is that my circle changed. I began to draw in a lot of women into my life who were already married with families. It just started, like, my clients started to shift my friend circle started to open up. That's how you know it's coming. And there can be things that you can do to put yourself in that energy. So if you want to manifest a business, join a mastermind. If you want to manifest money, get a coach. If you want to, like, you make it super practical. Immerse yourself in the world of the manifestation, but use your feminine energy to become the embodiment. Become the embodiment. So the real way to manifest and the spark that will really help you is to start to shift your identity. Your identity is not something that's like set in stone. It's not something that you have to be kept in a box because you got a degree in this and because this is the identity that you chose. As a divine feminine, you are constantly evolving. Feminine energy is nature. Nature is cyclical. So we're constantly moving, evolving, growing, shedding, dying, rebirthing. That is the feminine. Allow yourself to evolve. Allow yourself to emerge as a new woman when you need to. And so as you're summoning this new manifestation, what will support you is a shift in your identity. So for example, if you want to become more healthy, you want to just go all in and become the most healthy version of yourself, assume the identity of an athlete. That will make it so much easier, because if you tell and embody that of an athlete, it's not a question of am I going to eat a donut right now? I'm an athlete, I don't eat that. It's not a question of am I going to go and run today? I'm an athlete, I run. It's not a question of am I going to go to the gym on Saturday? I don't know. No, I'm an athlete. This is what I do. I'm disciplined. I'm strong. I have this is the core. This is who I am. Once you embody that and identity shifts and you embody that and make it yours, it becomes easier. So I had another client who is calling in love, right? And she wants a marriage. She wants to get married. And so she had an opportunity to hang out with some celebrities, and ya tu sabe, it was gonna be one of those, like, basically a hookup thing. And I told her, I said, you're calling in love, embody being a wife. Would a wife go hang out with celebrity? I mean, a wife that is loyal, yes? Go hang out with celebrity backstage doing ya tu sabe? No, she wouldn't. So if you want to call that energy to you of I'm a wife, then you act like a wife before the husband steps into the picture. Because the more that you embody that identity, your decisions become easier, and then other things start to open up for you as you close other doors. Because if you keep opening these doors of your old identity, you become very much in your decision fatigue, where you don't know, should I call him, should I not? If you embody that identity of I'm a wife, it's easy. Your decisions become very easy. This is what I do, this is what I don't. And that is the true way for the divine feminine to manifest. It is through your body, it's through your embodiment. Once you have that embodiment, once you have that identity really strong, you start to think different thoughts, you start to make different decisions, and have a different frequency that's emanating from within you. And then the universe responds to that different frequency. Stay strong, stay committed to your dreams. I'm here to support you. I'm here to cheer you on. Let me know what you're manifesting now, currently in 2024. And if you need support also in deepening and connecting deeply with your feminine energy, deepening your connection with your body, dropping into your body, I highly recommend my course Enchantress. And that is deepening into your connection with your sexual energy, with your creation energy, with your life force energy. And it's amazing to learn this work from a dancer. I'm a dancer. I'm dropped into the body. So a lot of what I teach with feminine energy is not only just the teachings, but I have different dances, different embodiments and yoga and meditation that I add to my work that just helps to come alive in your body and make it real for you in real time. So that's the advantage you have of working with me. I think that you will really enjoy it. And I have a link to both of my courses in the description box. So let me know what you're manifesting in 2024 and beyond. And I wish you all of the best. And I'll talk to you soon. Happy manifesting. Peace and love.